Good morning everyone. In this video, I am going to show how to record a PowerPoint presentation or a program using OBS Studio. OBS stands for Open Broadcaster Software. OBS is free, open source software for video recording and video streaming. It can be used to capture your screen under PowerPoint presentations and record it as video or stream it live to the audience. It is thus a useful tool for preparing video lessons. In this video, I'll cover the basic steps required to quickly set up OBS Studio to record videos from PowerPoint presentations. You can either use built-in integrated camera in your computer or laptop or use an USB webcam that can be plugged in. You also need a good quality microphone to capture the audio. The audio can also be captured from your laptop built-in microphone. Let us download it from the website. Go to the browser and type https://obsproject.com/obsproject.com/. This is the website where we can download Open Broadcaster software free of cost. So OBS Studio versions are available for Windows, Mac OS, Linux. It is a free and open source software for video recording and live stream. I have already installed OBS Studio on my laptop. You can download by clicking on this Windows if you are having Windows operating system and install. When you first open up OBS, it looks like this. This is a default screen and this is the block area where it fits the video data. That means a PowerPoint we can fit to this block area. Below the block screen, there are three boxes. One is the scene box, then source box, and the third one is the controls. Scene is a pre-arranged set of sources. When you first launch OBS, you will see a scene added by default. It is added by default. You can rename it by right-clicking on it. So let me rename it as right-click and rename. I'm renaming it as webcam and mic. In the first scene, I am going to add a webcam and mic. It is advisable to create as many number of source scenes as we have. In the first scene, I am creating a scene, webcam and mic. The second scene, I am creating it as a PPT. Window capture. You can use your names here. I want to create one more scene. PPT. display capture. There are three scenes that I created. One is for webcam and mic. The second one is for PPT and window capture. And the third scene is for PPT and display capture. Now click on webcam and mic. Go to the sources. This is the source section. Click on plus button to add the sources to the scenes. We need to add sources to get started for capturing video or audio. So for capturing video, you click on plus button here in the source box. Then click on video capture device. This I am naming it as webcam. You can name it as per your wish. Make source visible. It is checked. If it is not checked, you have to check it. Okay. Now it is displaying like this. And we have a device. A webcam is connected to my laptop. So it is displaying the default laptop. If you want to set up a resolution, then go to the resolution FPS custom type and select your resolution type. 1280 by 720 is the HD quality. Then click OK. Now my video capture device is added to the first scene, webcam and mic. Here I want to add mic also. Go to the sources, click plus, then audio input capture. There are so many sources available. I'm just picking up the sources that are required for our PowerPoint presentation recordings. For PowerPoint presentation recording, I need video capture device, audio input capture. I'm renaming it as mic. Okay. Then it is showing this default mic. It is my laptop mic. If you have external mic, then you can pick up that external mic. You can select it here. I'm selecting my default mic, which is there in the laptop built-in. Click OK. Then for webcam and mic scene, I have added microphone and webcam. In the second scene, PPT window capture, I would like to add PowerPoint presentation. Click on PPT window capture. In the sources, click on plus button. Then select window capture. And here name it. I'm writing it as presentation. Click OK. Then here select the PowerPoint presentation. You need to open the PowerPoint presentation in order to select it. And select the PowerPoint presentation and click OK here. Now it is showing the PowerPoint presentation. We need to adjust this block window now. Now we will go to Edit, Transform, and Fit to Screen. Here this screen, entire screen, I want to show only this PPT. So we are going for edit, transform, fit to screen. Then it is fitted. Then I can take only this portion, drag on and select this portion. See that exactly we have to show the PPT. That blocked screen should be covered with the PPT. Now I'd like to add a mic as well as a webcam to this PPT window capture. Click on PPT window capture plus button. There are audio input capture. We have already existing audio mic in this webcam and mic. So I'm selecting a existing one mic. Click OK. Audio is added. So if you want to verify whether audio is added, go to audio mixer. Then when we are talking, this blue line is varying. This green line is varying. So there is intensity variation here. Then we would like to add webcam also. Go to sources, add webcam, that is video capture device. Add existing one, which is there in the first scene, webcam. Click OK, and it is added. The PPT is behind this screen, so you can minimize it. You can maximize and minimize. So in order to show the PPT, you can place this video at the corner, appropriate place. So while running PPT, the face also will be displayed. Then let us go for PPT display capture. Go to sources, add the display capture device. This is the display capture. Here I want to show the presentation of a window. So desktop window, you can see here. If you select a PPT, then that PPT will be shown in the form of a slideshow. Click OK. So the desktop icons, I can show it in addition to PowerPoint. You can also explain the virtual labs experiments by going into a certain website by making use of this display capture device. And now we can add mic and webcam to this third scene, PPT display capture device. Click on PPT display capture scene plus, then video capture device, existing one. Minimize it to show only the face somewhere in the corner. The PPT can be run here over here by running the PPT. You can also add audio input capture. From existing mic, we can add the audio input capture, which is there in webcam and mic scene one. So we have created 3 scenes here. The scene 1 consists of mic and webcam. The scene 2, that is PPT window capture, consists of webcam, mic, and presentation. When you are presenting PPT, by making use of this scene 2 window capture, PPT cannot be shown on slideshow. Only you can run PPT and explain. Minimize the OBS. Even if you minimize OBS while running PPT, you can record the video. For recording, we have a button here, start recording. I'll explain these controls also in detail. Whereas this third option, PPT display capture, we have mic, webcam, and presentation. Here, when you select a presentation of a particular PPT, you can run the slideshow presentation where animations can be shown. I suggest this window capture for PPTs without animations or minimum animations. If it is for animations, then I suggest display capture device for running the slideshow presentations. Now let us see about the controls here. And we have many functions here. Start streaming. This is for YouTube live telecasting. At this stage, we are not interested in it. We want only recording stage at this stage. So this is start recording. When you press start recording, then this OBS Studio project will be recording. Studio mode, we can set up some more mics, cameras, and then we can set up a studio. That also we are not interested. We have our webcam and microphone for recording our PowerPoint presentation. The most important thing is here we have to go for the settings. So click on the settings. Then we have general settings. We are not touching about it. Then stream settings. This is for YouTube live telecasting. This also we are not touching. We are taking it as a default parameter. Then audio. So this path, this we are keeping as it is. Then recording, a recording path you can select. So where the program to be recorded, where it is to be saved. So you can show the path, or you can select desktop or my documents here. Recording quality, same as a stream. Recording format, MP4. We have so many formats. It's better to take MP4 format, suitable for storing the video properly. Then we have audio. We keep audio default parameters. Video also we can keep default parameters. If you want more aspect ratio, you can select. I'm keeping this 1280 by 720 HD quality. Default parameters I'm selecting. The other important setting is the hotkeys. Here when you press hotkey, there are controls we have. So start recording. Here if I select the function key F4, then I can use it for start record. Even if you minimize OBS and while running PPT, you can start recording, you can stop recording. So those controls you can do with the function keys. Here you can set as per your wish. You can set any of the function keys. I have set it as a F4. For stop recording, F5. Then there is a PPT display capture transition, scene transition. Then PPT window capture transition. And then we have webcam and mic. So webcam and mic switching, I'm selecting it as F1 key. Then PPT video capture, that is a window capture. I'm setting it as a key F2. PPT display capture, I'm setting it as a function key F3. So that if I want to only scene one, then I can press F1 and record my PPT. If you want scene 2 PPT along with the webcam audio, then select F2. Scene transition can be done. If you want a display capturing mode, then you can select F3. These are the controls you can select even if you minimize the OBS while recording the program. So click apply and OK. See here, if I press F1, this is a webcam and mic. If you want to say something, hi students, today we are going to study about basics of satellite communication. So like that, if you want to narrate with your face, then press F1 because we have set the hotkeys. F2 is for PPT running. PPT, it is not in the slideshow, only you can scroll on the different slides of the screen and explain. Your face also will be recorded here. If you press F3 and open the particular PPT slide show, then you can show the animated PPT and then you can record it. So we have F1 for scene 1, F2 for scene 2, F3 for scene 3. And once OBS is ready, we can start recording the video. I repeat the hotkeys. F1 is for webcam and mic. F2 is for PPT window capture. F3 is for PPT display capture. And F4 to start recording. F5 for stop recording. These are the hotkeys we have set. Or else you can make use of the button start recording, which is there on the front panel of the OBS. Then minimize OBS. Even if you minimize OBS by making use of hotkeys, function keys, we can control OBS. Now I'm minimizing OBS and going to the PowerPoint presentation. And we have F1. If you want to explain something to the students directly, press F1. Then PPT and your face, press F2 and run the PPT like this. Explain the PPT. Show the slides, explain the PPT. So the disadvantage of window capture is we can show the PPT, but animation slideshow presentation cannot be done. That is the disadvantage. That can be overcome by making use of the display capture device, the third scene which we have created. Once the PPT is run here, let me go to F3 hotkey, F3, and then I'll go for slideshow. Then we can run the PowerPoint presentation with the animations which we have. So the main difference between display capture and window capture, if you use window capture, PPT can be run and can be explained with face can be shown. The PowerPoint with animations can be recorded. So we can run the PowerPoint like this. All can be recorded here. You can explain the content point by point. in detail with the help of the animated PowerPoints. We can also conduct a quiz here. Frequently asked questions we can read out. And by making use of the third option, we can also go to a particular website here. Press F3. I want to open a virtual lab concept, vlab.co.in. Then we can explain the virtual labs here. We can record the virtual labs just by selecting a particular lab. We can go for a list of experiments, conduct the experiments, and then explain it. And I hope this video is useful to you.